I would destroy them. Wait, is this like in a fight he would destroy me? Bro, he's like 5'4" and wears fucking SpongeBob shirts. You wouldn't fucking, dude, you couldn't fucking do shit, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck is that?
Want to do it again? Huh?
Oh, I got knocked out cold.
Alrighty fellas, in today's video we're going to be talking about somebody that we've talked about on the channel before, but not for quite some time. Today we're going to be talking about Mizkif. Now, the last time we talked about Mizkif was when the internet was accusing him of literally covering up a sexual assault for a friend of his named Crazy Slick. After everybody started asking questions about this whole situation that had come to light, Mizkif and OTK, which are pretty much the same entity, Mizkif owns OTK, put out a statement saying that they were going to have a third-party investigator look into the situation and I guess come back with the results. Oh, and also that he was going to be put on unpaid leave, which I think we all know is probably bullshit when that's the CEO of the company. We have begun the process of contracting a third-party legal organization to investigate the issue in detail. A third-party legal organization. That sounds really biased, if you ask me. According to Jackson Walker's investigation, Investigations Counsel did not find direct evidence that Mizkif attempted to minimize or cover up as alleged. Dude, wow. It's like, source trust me, bro. His status as an OTK member has otherwise been reinstated. Welcome back, Mizkif. Thank you, Mizkif. I remember watching one call in particular where Destiny reacted to like a secret call or something. I don't remember exactly the circumstances, but it was a call that was not on stream. It wasn't in a video. It was a call that somehow Destiny got his hands on, and it was never public before this. And there were so many situations while he was arguing with Trainwrecks in that clip that he basically screws himself over and tells everybody, yeah, I was like basically covering this up and trying to silence this woman from coming out about a traumatic experience she had been through. And he is literally getting away with it. This isn't going to have any impact on him. There's not going to be any negative public perception because, like I said at the start of the video, everybody, including myself, I'm not going to grandstand on the rest of you, forgot about this situation completely until they made a statement, until they made an update. They probably could have just stayed silent and nobody ever would have talked about it again. And nobody ever did. It really never ceases to amaze me how internet drama involving some of the most degenerate individuals that are alive kind of just gets brushed under the rug simply because it's not entertaining anymore. Not as entertaining as it once was, that is. I remember this situation made me question what I was doing on YouTube so much, simply because I realized that like within 30 days of all of this stuff kind of going on, the whole internet was onto something else, despite the fact that there was still someone who had been, you know, proven to have been SA'd. And yeah, man, I don't know. People will literally spend more time denying rape allegations that have no evidence than they will focusing on a situation like this where an assault was proven to have taken place, and aside from stone cold evidence, Mizkif pretty much undeniably covered it up because he was friends with the person that did it. He admitted to going over to the victim's house with his girlfriend Maya the day after the assault took place to talk to her about everything, which would obviously then result in the girl going silent about everything that took place for many months to come before she would eventually come out about all of this and tell her story. I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers with some Mizkif fans with this video because I have in the past when I've covered this topic. The situation that we've been going over the last couple of minutes or so has permanently tainted Mizkif's character in my opinion, at least for me. I think the guy's a complete piece of shit for all of this. Like I said before, he literally admitted to going over to the victim's house the day after everything had happened, after Slick had told him about it. We don't know what happened at that house, but I can only imagine that there was some form of manipulation that took place considering the fact that she stayed silent about it for months afterwards. Anyways, man, with that little recap on Mizkif out of the way, in this video specifically, we're going to be talking about the drama that's been circulating on Twitter the past 24 hours or so. For those of you that don't know, a creator by the name of Mitch Jones recently released a video going over a situation that took place between him and Mizkif about a year ago at this point, if I'm not mistaken. In the situation that Mitch Jones went on to detail in his video, Mizkif had apparently assaulted him pretty majorly, to the point where he had to go get a bunch of CT scans. He had multiple bruises all over his face, and yeah, the guy was pretty beat up, I'll give him that.
I need to talk about something pretty serious. Mizkif physically assaulted me to the point that I was told I might have to have surgery on one of my arteries, and I had to still have a concussion. First, I'd like to start by showing the damage that was done to me.
Alright, so there's that. I guess I got socked here first. And I also have like swelling over here. Yeah, I don't know, I got fucked up. My brain hurts hella bad.
That is the damage that was done to me. Here's another video when I was getting a CT scan. I was at the hospital all day getting multiple scans.
at the doctor getting my head checked, getting a CT scan. I have bruising from where Mizkif hit me. He definitely socked me here. Here's where I think I got knocked out and then choked me. I have bruising everywhere on my face. Hopefully I don't have a concussion. Also, my tooth got fucked up. I'll get that fixed though.
Okay, so that was the damage done to me.
Right, so as you guys heard him say, that was the damage that was done to him. He got a chipped tooth, he had a couple of bruises on his face. Overall, doesn't really look like anything too major at the end of the day. He says he had a lot of health complications because of this, and to be honest with you, I really don't doubt it. But I also can't say that I really care for a couple of different reasons. One of which being the fact that in the clip I'm about to show you guys, he intentionally leaves out the instigation of the fight, the lead up to the argument. And funnily enough, since I started recording this video in the process of me making it, Mitch Jones actually responded stating that he won't be releasing any further documentation, which basically just means that he's refusing to post the rest of the clip that he absolutely has access to, which is really strange because in this clip that I'm about to show you guys and that Mitch Jones actually publicly showed himself, Mizkif states in that video that Mitch was the one that was acting out of pocket and instigated the fight.
All right, so back to the story. I was at his house, we were arguing, and then I asked him for a ride home. I get in his car, we're still arguing, and that's when we drive past this part of the neighborhood where the camera caught the assault, and I have the evidence right here. So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Trash! Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself, you're drunk and on cocaine. I tried to talk to you as a friend, you're treating me like shit. You figured I'd kill myself. And all you can say, fuck you.
Honestly, dude, the only thing I can think of when I see Mizkif, a massive Twitch streamer, yelling at some coked out drunk dude on the floor in an incredibly luxurious neighborhood, this is the only thing I can think of when I see this clip.
Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself, you're drunk and on cocaine.
But all jokes aside, the main reason that I wanted to pause that clip was to draw attention to the fact that Mizkif, in just the footage that we've seen so far, and trust me, there is more, Mizkif is claiming that Mitch was the one to instigate this fight, saying that he could take him multiple times, and also drawing attention to the fact that he is high and drunk, high on cocaine to be specific. And if anybody watching this video has ever been around somebody that's high on cocaine, you'll know what that does to a person's potential levels of hostility. Now, the one other thing that I wanted to draw attention to in this video is that Mitch Jones intentionally edits out the instigation towards the fight, the lead up to the fight, which is a very interesting thing to edit out intentionally when you have the footage to show people. And also if we consider the fact that you never intended to go and open a criminal case about this whatsoever, and all you intended to do was come out about this publicly after you and your friend, from what it looks like, just got into a heated dispute which turned physical. Looks like a very mutual situation. If I'm being completely honest with you, man, it looks like Mitch just got bored and decided he needed something to do and then came out with all of this, but in the process of getting everything together realized how bad the whole clip made him look, so he cut out the parts that made him look bad. Or not even the parts that really make him look bad, just the parts that make the situation look mutual, and not like Mizkif is just some crazy aggressive dude.
So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Again, it's just so weird to edit out the part of the clip that would incriminate you in any way whatsoever, while also leaving in parts of the clip where Mizkif is drawing attention to the fact that you were being out of pocket and that's why this fight happened. Even in his response to all of this, he goes on to double down on not releasing any more of the video footage, and he also doesn't acknowledge any of the things that Mizkif said in the video that have led people to believe that the situation was a very mutual situation between two friends. I'm not going to go ahead and read his whole response here because it is quite lengthy. You guys can follow me on Twitter. I made a tweet detailing it all. Go ahead and follow me over there if you haven't already. Anyways, shameless plugs out of the way. Let's continue on with the clip.
So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Trash! Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself, you're drunk and on cocaine. I tried to talk to you as a friend, you're treating me like shit. You figured I'd kill myself. And all you can say, fuck you. It's all you do is say, fuck you. You treat me like shit. You said, come on. You pulled me out of the car, you said, let's go. You can't say, let's go.
So yeah, without even getting into too much detail or doing too much investigative work on this whole situation, I think it's pretty safe to say from everything that Mizkif is saying that Mitch Jones is probably a lot more guilty in this situation than he's letting on, and he's probably just bringing this whole situation to light to garner sympathy for whatever reason. People with fragile egos and large audiences tend to do that. At the end of the day, man, this is probably one of the most pathetic things we've seen on the internet so far this year. This is literally a situation in which two dudes got intoxicated and started bitching at each other about random frivolous things, which led to a physical altercation to take place between the two of them, and months later one of them comes out and tries to drag the other's name through the mud, even though it's very obvious what this situation was. Don't do drugs, kids, okay? No, man, but in all seriousness, I'm sure we've all been through a similar situation like this. Maybe not as bad as Mitch has been through, but at the end of the day, dude, if you're going to talk shit, you're going to get hit. I'm not even gonna try and be formal or fucking classy about it, dude. There are consequences to your actions, and if you are going to ask somebody to fight you and you get your ass kicked, you are going to get no sympathy from the world around you for that, as you may or may not have learned in this situation. Fuck this guy, he sucks, he's a pussy. Thanks for watching, dude. If you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and with all that, I'm out of here. Peace.